All right, what's up, traders? It's time to look at NIO. So I guess I'll show you a couple things. I think it's important maybe we look at the chart really quick, but let's talk about this. So with NIO, where I'm seeing, I've been playing around with some of the options pricing, and everything actually seems a little bit high to me now. Like there's too much speculation on the upside, and they're really inflated. So there's kind of two ways I'm looking at this now. One, support seems to be somewhat holding in a way here. I like that the volume is kind of low as we're approaching this, but what I need to see here, you'll see like today as an example, if we're testing right now, we're about touching support. We need a reaction. It either bounces higher and goes on high volume, then I'd be pretty pumped, and maybe we'd look at some type of options play that neutralizes the volatility premium that's built in. Think like debit spread or something along those lines. Or the other alternative would just be buy pure stock in that case. Now, one thing I'm thinking is maybe I'll do a tiny test position, like 5 shares, which I know doesn't seem like a lot, but there's a reason why I'm considering that. If you look at this trend line down, it's still intact, so we still have basically pressure from the upside, meaning there's supply up high, kind of pushing the stock down. Not only do we have a slight channel here, but here's where I'm more concerned. Let's just play out probabilities. As a trader, you always want to look at what kind of potential you have and play the odds, basically. Well, this would be, then if we break down, this would be your next like really big support level, which is at $38 to $40. So if you consider the downside risk, right, just look how wide this is. That's a much bigger downside risk versus the potential upside risk, which obviously if we have amazing news, maybe we get at least to this next level, and then it could blow past it or so on, if the market takes it as really great news, or if the numbers look good in their outlook for the year. But let's just pretend there's no great news, it's just kind of meh, whatever. Or if there's even challenges. If there's challenges, we're going to blow right lower past this support level. It's going to turn into a resistance. And then the next natural level we maybe end up to is down here near the 40s to 38 price point. So that's pretty heavy. So if someone's trying to go full, trade YOLO and whatever, that could actually be pretty dangerous in terms of a trade for you. I'm on the weekly chart now. And I'd say the biggest thing I notice is the volume's pretty low for the week. We're closing up on a Friday today. And so if we close above the support, on the long term, that could be a bullish sign, but still, this trend line you can see is really persistent. Basically, we've tested it many times, and it still seems to be holding. So that trend line is about as valid as this support is. We've tested it 3-4 times, whatever. Same situation here on the weekly basis. So I would be not surprised if we either end up in a lower tier, but if I want to see some bullish signs, I'd like to see us stay above this 54 price point and kind of hold on for a while. And with that said, I'm going to probably buy 5 shares just so I have a play here. And I'm in NIO. I'm gonna go here, long stock, boom. And I'll just buy 5 shares. So, yeah, 54.37. All right, so all filled in NIO, and I'm actually not going to do anything in my Robinhood account because I've added a few shares. Basically, in Palantir, I'm sitting on 100 shares now. Palantir is going to be a long-term play for me. Like, I'm looking to hold this and make it tax efficient for at least the next year for sure, but maybe even longer. We'll just see how this plays out. Like, I could see an easy double within, a 1 to 4 year timeline, and that's fine with me. I don't mind, throwing some safer money into Palantir with that expectation. But as always, it's just a certain type of risk level, and this is the risk I'm comfortable with for myself. So just know if you're kind of looking at a stock or a trade that you need to do your own research. And I just want to show you the idea of like how I think about things, or when I'm looking at charts, what I look for. So I hope that is helpful. But drop a like, subscribe. Love you so much. Bye. Peace. Woo!